All right, and we are live. This is the managers. We got a fantasy football podcast going on, and we are talking to Vet Cloud Gaming. That's right. He is the top of the scoreboard this week, coming away with 230 points. And we ask ourselves, how does he do it? So today we are going to go through the winning lineup of the week and jump jump into how he did it. So, Vet, welcome and
Thank you, thank you.
congratulations.
Well, I try.
Um, yes, you do, and you did well this week. That's for sure. So, first of all, just take your flowers right now. Absolutely, you are the winner of the week top scorer. So, congratulations there. Actually, there is another top scorer in the league, but I just wanted to highlight. I think you did a great job in terms of strategy, and I wanted to highlight how you did it. So let's start with Mahomes. Um, how did you do this? Break down your
Uh,
schedule and how'd you decide on getting these guys in here?
I mean, Mahomes was my draft pick. So, and there's a few players on my lineup that I kept. But as I did like last season and I carry over this season, I've made um I guess a living out of just kind of rolling the dice with some of the players, but a lot of times I will drop players in a heartbeat and I pick up players through the free agency, and 9 times out of 10 it either works or it doesn't. Mahomes is one of those that you never discredit. I As much as I don't like him, he does well. I mean, 33 points, I can't complain with that. Um James
Yeah.
Cook, the running back with the Bills, 38 points. I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting it, but the running game is a thing in the NFL again, finally, which is something I'm pleased with. Plus, they were going up against the Jets, so you can't really say much. The Jets defense allowed him to get 132 yards rushing. So that right there was what really salvaged that one. Kareem Hunt, my running back with the Chiefs, didn't do as well as I wanted, but he got me 9 points nonetheless. It's just the Philly defense is great at stopping the run, so I wasn't sure on that one. My wide receiver from the Rams, Nakua, the only reason he got me as well that those points was that the rushing touchdown on one carry. I don't think I would have gotten 27 points without that run.
Yeah,
And I
that
didn't
was an
have
absolute showing. Nakoa definitely getting 9 targets, 91 yards, and definitely a big 27 points for you. So absolutely
yeah.
awesome there. And Brown, Hollywood Brown, not showing up for you this week. He showed up
No.
last week. But he's still 75% of snaps. He's on there. He got 5 targets, 5 receptions, meaning he's catching everything.
Yeah.
In your mind, do you think you will play him next week, or are you going to bench him? Do you think when he's
I'm
going against the New York Giants?
considering that it's the Giants and how I may bench him if I end up acquiring other targets. I'll have to see because I know that the Chiefs have been hurting with receivers. I know they got a couple of that are on injury. If they come back, I don't know if Brown will do that well, but I'll have to play it by ear. And the same with Tongs, or Tongs. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. The tight end with the Niners. I grabbed him off free agency because Kittle was injured. And I saw a couple of reports that he was going to get the start, and I figured, you know what, let's go with it. So I picked him up off the waivers, and sure enough, I mean, 7 points was 7 points, but considering he was a backup, that I took that as a good thing. Plus, the Niners were struggling anyways.
Yeah, 80% of snaps, and you have 5 targets, 4 receptions, so definitely promising. I believe they will keep him in. And look at that, 3% started, but you started him in. And what a move playing multiple tight ends here. I do have to give you a shout out to that. This guy played triple tight ends in a super flex league where he had the choice to play wide receivers, running backs, or tight end. Obviously, Zach Ertz, second highest or third highest scoring tight end on the week. Absolutely brilliant showing. Nice job putting him in. We have 8 targets, 6 receptions, 64 yards. Definitely massive. And
Yeah, he's been the
obviously,
highlight
was this a homer move or did you see the points coming his way?
for Ertz. Or I
For
just
Ertz.
he's Washington's go-to guy. Him and Jaden Daniels, they have a connection. It's like they're building a connection. Those two, similar to how you see uh Mahomes and Kelsey. And I probably
So,
will always start him.
but there is news that Jaden Daniels may not get the start on the next week. Would
Yeah,
that put Zach Ertz in question for you?
no, because as we saw last year, when Jaden Daniels went down and we had our backup come in, there was no difference. I would probably still start Ertz.
There you
And the
have it.
same with Juwan Johnson. I mean, I picked him up off of free agency, and he pulled in
Juwan Johnson. Look at that. Receiving the throws from Rattler. Rattler had a career high game tossing balls like no tomorrow. And Juwan Johnson receiving 9 targets, 5 receptions. You'd like to see more receptions.
Yeah.
However, the San Fran defense is probably going to be all over these targets. So absolutely monster on the field, and you're going to keep him out there, eh? Number 2 tight end on the week.
Yep, I more than likely will. He's been targeted 20 times so far, 13 receptions, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, he's done fantastic. I mean, he did 1560 the first week, and he was in free agency, so I snagged him and put him in, and it worked out. The same with Mac Jones. I grabbed him, or I put a waiver in on him the moment I saw. I got a report that the Niners Brock Purdy went down, and I know people were laughing him off, and it's Mac Jones, considering what he did in New England. But I'm just like, everybody can turn their career around when you get on a new team. We've seen it plenty of times. Jared Goff, I mean Matthew Stafford. I'm not saying that Mac Jones can take the Niners to a Super Bowl, but he did pull in 35 points for me.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was a great move. We both put out the same amount of money for him, although Vet got him on top of me because of rules that would have changed this week, honestly.
Yes.
But that's funny. Although I did put in Rattler, and shout out to Spencer Rattler. I mean, he also put up 35 points as well, having a career high.
And to be fair, if I had not gotten Mac Jones, I would have put Tua in, because I needed a quarterback.
Tua had a good game as well.
Yeah, Tua got 32 points sitting on the bench, but I would have put him in if I had not gotten Mac Jones. So, and then Prater was another one. I've been struggling with kickers, and I had one sit in the bench. I had Bates, who was I had one injured. He was on IR. I had Bates sit in the bench, who got 9, which isn't bad, but I got lucky with a kicker that pulled in 14 points.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, kickers are always a draw the hat. My kicker, for instance, getting 1 point. Thank you very much. But good shout out to the Bills. Just sort of moving the ball forward and then getting in range to kick. So you were definitely in tune with their strategy. And
and he's 41 years old. He's 41. I just want people to realize that he is 41. He's been in the league 19 years, and he pulled in 14 points for me.
6 for 6. You love to see it. You love to see it.
And then, I mean, there's not much else I can say.
We talked a little bit about Mac Jones, throwing him in. Is he definitely a keep in for you over Tua, or what are you thinking for the Arizona game?
I see that one. I'm not sure. I may keep him in. I don't know yet. I gotta look at the.
Tua is going to be away at Buffalo, so that's going to
Yeah,
be a tough game.
yeah. So for me, it'll probably Mac Jones will probably get the start because Buffalo's put up 71 points in 2 games. I mean, I think the only one else that has put up higher points would probably be Detroit at this point.
Well, lastly, I
Um,
want to get into the Baltimore Ravens. What a defensive showing from them, putting up 23 points against Cleveland. Um, they're going to still play at home again. However, it's going to be against Detroit. What are you thinking for defense this week?
I mean, I got Detroit. I mean, not Detroit. I've got the Ravens defense. I've got Philly defense and Washington. Um, it's going to be a toss up. The Lions are a hot team. They have not slowed down since. I mean, they were like this last season too. So it's going to come down to either the Ravens or Philly's defense.
Yeah, Philly is going to be at home, so that's definitely a plus there. And I don't know if I would trust Washington, but they are going to be at home against Vegas. So, yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I'm
some
not sure.
choices to make there. You got some
Yep.
choices to make. Well, I want to thank you, Vet, for sharing your team with us. Again,
Yeah.
Vet got a score of 230 points. So, big shout out to you this week. And thanks for walking us through your strategy.
Yep. No problem.
All right, take care. And if you want more of the managers, stay tuned in, subscribe, like, and share. We'll be talking more fantasy football all week long, getting into it. So take care and be kind out there.